Good morning. It's like what's like 12:30? I swear. I woke up at 9:30 this morning. But yeah, does not seem to have mattered because it took me forever to, I don't know, get this, like get a good drift in or whatever. I kept switching cars just over and over again and switching tracks and I get in a car, I'd tune a car, and then I just have an accident, which is like normal, it's par for the course. Um, But then I'd just be like, I'm done. And then I'd switch cars. And then so I've just been doing that over and over again, which is not very, very helpful to like getting better and better. So eventually I just got in this car, which I practiced in a little bit earlier. I've probably been driving for like an hour or so, trying to practice. I don't know. My neck's on fire. I'm just gonna read from the book because I got like a whole thing that's like a whole thing. But I don't know. I'm chilling. It's okay. I'm not super worried about it. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. I'll just read from the book. Okay. So, but I'm cool. Like, as in, not worried about anything. I'm still going to work tomorrow and everything's chill. I'm just trying to get through my day. Get ready to do the Project Zomboid video later. I made a psycho mad at me, so I gotta be ready to fight. The annoying kid who wouldn't help last week, I asked not to be with, showed up at my press, like middle of the day. I've just been chilling all day, running good. So I give him just a brain dead job. I'm like, hey, just throw a carpet on there and then just help me move the carpet over to the press. And yeah, he just wanted to be on his phone. It's like 5 feet, and I just told him like whatever, like it's not my business. And then there was a girl who also spoke no English. All she said was thank you when I helped her get her headphone. She just dropped it in a crate, and I helped her move the crate and stuff. I'd use my phone to translate to her, and instead of like typing back to me on my phone, she would just yell at me in Spanish and write down numbers with like no context behind the numbers. So, it was pretty bad. With no context, yeah. So things break. We take, I don't know, like a 45-minute break while things are broken. Like, where I'm at the press, I'm just kind of like waiting around, you know what I mean? I'm listening to music, but my phone's in my bag. Because I never just have my phone in my hand, just like, oh, let me just check Twitter, or let me just like look through, let me watch YouTube videos. Like, nah, I'm at work, bro. Like, I'm here to make this money. But he's constantly on his phone. So he's sitting down on a pallet of like carpet, just like on his phone, which he did for pretty much most of the day, other than occasionally moving stuff for me. Um, yeah, and he just wouldn't listen. So I'm doing 12 different things, and he just like, hanging on his phone. Yeah, I just say I'm doing 12 different things to make up for this dickweed, simultaneously having a toxic relationship with a woman who won't talk or type to me, so things get fixed. His job replaces her, just helping me load stuff into the oven, because all day we've been doing that. We've just been going a little bit slower because she's got to process stuff, and I just need her to help me, get to the oven. But that's like every like minute and a half, I need her like back and forth. So yeah. But he just replaces her, and he literally only has to do something for, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds every like 2 minutes for me, and he just can't do that. Yeah, he's doing like 10% of the job. I tell him, she says to start and to make mucho, because again, I can't really get her to talk to me, and then I just wait until everything's fixed, and then I finish the carpet that I had, because I already had a bunch more carpet to go through. I told him to start, he didn't start, and then I finished the carpet I had, and then I just started chilling out. And then she's like complaining and telling me to start, and I pointed over at him on his phone. I'm like, you go tell him to start. Like, I'm tired of being y'all's Google Translate. Like, you sort this out for yourself. Like, I'm done. Like, I can only do so many different jobs on the thing. Yeah, let me see. And then yeah, she goes to get a supervisor instead of just telling him to start. They come to me. I'm like, bruh, I told him to start. He's on the phone, and I'm like, she won't talk to me. She just screams. Y'all got me babysitting two people. Like, how am I supposed to do, the whole job? I can. And I was giving him, like a pass. I was like letting him do his thing and just like doing literally almost no work. but he wouldn't even do what I told him to do, like when I asked him to do. And then they're like, why aren't you doing the whole job? Like, well, why would I do the whole job? But he thinks I snitched on me, I guess. They take him to the office. I guess Jim snitched on him last week about it, but he's like super mad at me. So he comes back after like 30 minutes, super hot. Like at first he wants to talk, like he's kind of just talking. He's like a little upset, and then he's just like screaming in my face. Like he's a pretty big dude, like probably 6'3" or something. Uh, Pretty much just looks like he eats performance enhancing drugs and beats his wife, if I'm being honest. Just a massive dude. Quite scary, but to have fear in your heart is to be, a pussy. So, and to be, beaten and taken advantage of. Like, you gotta just stand for yourself. But yeah, he just wanted to get into a yelling match. Like, I kept trying to like talk to him. Like, I'm like, yo, like you don't even like he doesn't want to listen to me or whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to you, man. You just run your mouth. I'm like, and he just keeps yelling and yelling and yelling. I'm like, and I'm just trying to ignore him, but I'm also at the same time like, yo, you're dumb. Like, I didn't put the phone in your hand. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm not your handler. I'm not your keeper. Like, you're an adult. Get your shit together. And then he keeps yelling about like what would happen to me on the streets and blah blah blah. And he's just like this goes on for like 10 minutes or something. Him just like kind of yelling in my face and just like trying this and that. And then after a while, like the supervisor, because I'm chilling, which is surprising, but I really don't want to fight because I don't like my odds in this fight, even though I will fight, which is probably what's gonna end up happening. I'm just gonna keep my eyes open for that. Well, then I'll get hit in the back of the head when I'm not looking, or knocked out on the first punch. I have a good chance. But yeah, it's just yeah. But yeah, I don't know. He's just running his mouth, like yelling, blah blah blah, and then eventually the supervisors come over, like three supervisors come over, and again I'm chilling, like I'm not like afraid, I'm like ready for whatever it's gonna be, and he just keeps yelling and yelling and yelling. And the supervisors come over, and then he starts to go off even more. He starts like punching the machine and like going off and like trying to be like, ah, blah, 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 if I was in the joint, and this and that. And I'm just like kind of smirking, like, uh-huh, yeah, I like, cause he thinks he knows me, and he definitely don't know me. Like, I don't want to fight, but trust, like, if I get in a fight, like, it's it's for my life for sure. But yeah, it's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. And yeah, so he starts punching the machine, like yelling, like talking about what it'll do and everything else. And then this goes on for like maybe 10 minutes, and then the supervisors tell me like, you know, I gotta read from the book, otherwise I'm just gonna like jump around 900 times. The supervisors tell me like, hey, you can go home like 10 minutes early or whatever, and I'm like, why would I go home? And they're like, well, just in case. And I'm like, nah, this is my money. Like, I'm not gonna leave early. Like, that's not happening. And then I'm like, y'all not gonna fire him because you know what I mean? Like, I didn't say that, but I'm like, he's gonna be here on Monday. Like, if he wants it, he can get it. Like, so I go outside to the smokers area. You know what I mean? And he comes outside. I'm just smoking, doing my thing, and he just starts, yelling again. And he's kind of yelling out loud in like the third person, I guess. So I describe it. He's just like yelling in third person, and he's talking to Jim too. And he's like, Jim had to check him yesterday. You know what I mean? Nobody likes him. He's like this weird. He's like this weird dude and everything else. And it's like nobody likes you because you're on your phone and you're super lazy. Like you were like, I don't know why you work here. Nobody likes this person, right? But and he's just yelling and everything else, and I'm just like, and I'm not, he's like 5, 10 feet away from me, just like screaming and popping off and this and that. And I'm just like, kind of smirking, and I'm just like, yup, just nodding along, just like every time he's just like talking mad smack to me. I'm not saying anything because there ain't nothing to say. Like, he just wants to get into a screaming match, and I'm not gonna waste my time with that. So, uh, so I just let it go. Like, he just keeps yelling and yelling and yelling, and I'm just sitting right next to him, and I'm just kind of like nodding, like, mm-hmm, yup, 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 and that's it. Like, and then 10 minutes goes by, I clock out, and then I go home, and he's just sitting in the parking lot waiting for some girl to pick him up or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But for context, he was that super annoying kid one day who spent the whole shift trying to set up his bank account and wouldn't help me lift like carpet. And he was like, I can do the job myself. And it's like, yeah, we're all men. We can all do the job ourselves, but it's a team thing. Like you're literally sitting on your phone doing your banking stuff. I have to do banking stuff too, but like we're at work. So he did that. So I already asked to not be with this dude again because he's, lazy and he thinks like Hispanic people are below him, which is like he called them trash at one point. He, yeah, it's mm. He's yeah, but more forward, but move forward like a few days. I'm charging a thing. It's like a two-port charger. He asked if he can use it, like it's plugged in at the wall or whatever, and I got my bag next to it. And I wanted to say no, but just to avoid conflict, I'm like, yeah, whatever, go for it. And then break time comes around, and my charger, like my nice Anchor charger and my like JSOC cords and my Galaxy Bud headphones are just gone. And I gotta go looking for him, and he's like, "Oh hey, thanks G, like here you go." I'm like, uh, so I stopped bringing that charger into work. I got a crappy Samsung one now. This is a single port because he brought it back all dirty and nasty. I'm like, bro, this is like it's like a $20 charger. You just like took it off the wall and everything else. So again, like no respect, no nothing. Like yeah, I don't really know. It's just if it was reversed, and like yesterday, like he's like putting his dirty gloves all over my jacket and stuff, and like putting his hands on my stuff. I'm like, bro, if I put my feet on your jacket and everything, like he treats people a way that if you treated him, he would just punch you in the mouth or hit you in the back of the head with a hammer. So it's like, and I don't know, like it's bad. And now I get pretty much, I gotta fight this dude when he comes at me sideways. So that's cool. Um, yeah, let's see. Actually, I think I wrote down, yeah. Again, just lazy, disrespectful kid, and I wrote down actually bipolar ex-con. But yeah, today he comes to me, comes to my spot, can't listen or help, gets in trouble, now wants to fight me. So I'm not no bitch. Like I don't want to fight or even think I have a great shot at winning, because again, he's bigger than me and weighs the same as me, but he clearly eats PEDs and just works out all the time. But I don't know. But if he touches me, like I'm a man, you know what I mean? I'm showing really good restraint right now because I don't like fighting and I don't really want to fight. I'm more just like talk it out, but he's too dumb. Like he doesn't want to talk. He'd rather just like yell and have it be his whole thing. But yeah, never let anyone back you down, bully you. I'd rather be beaten to death than made to be afraid or scared. Even though it is slightly scary, because I did see that whatever that one guy get hit in the face with a hammer. I'm like, oh my god, it's pretty bad. But I don't know. Like if this dude touches me, like you ever have like a secret move in a fight, or well, I mean, you ever have a secret move that nobody but you knows you're gonna use? So that's like best shot today. I don't know. It's just I don't know, just like an insane grown man that wants to beat me to death or whatever. And I just can't show any fear, man. Showing fear is to show weakness. Like, and that's how you that's how you actually like. What would I do? Like, I don't want to fight, but like, if they're not gonna fire him, like, what do I do? The one lady was like, call the cops. I'm like, you have never grown up in the streets and you have no idea about anything. Call the cops. I'm like, what am I gonna? There's a scary guy at work that I think. Well, he told me he wants to beat me. Like, what do you think I should do? Like, dude, they would be like, if you don't like nut up and hang up the phone right now, like I swear to you, bro, there's no way. If it was anyone other than a female, like call person, they would definitely be like, oh yeah. I don't know. It is what it is, man. You just have to stand on your own morals and stand on your own feet. Like, I'm gonna beat the brakes off this dude if that's what it takes. Like, I don't want no problem, but like if he puts his hands on me, like, I have to do what I have to do. Whether I win or lose, I'm gonna take the fight because I have to. I don't have a choice. Like if I want to keep working there, I want to keep getting this money, I want to keep things on track. Like I legitimately had to fight. Like I told this girl that has my stuff. I'm like, hey yo, tomorrow 8 a.m. Where? Like I gotta hunt furniture tomorrow, and then I gotta fight an ex-con at work later. Like I got stuff to do. Like I just want to eat cereal with my bowls. Like I'm telling you, I'm just I don't know. You imagine like I don't know. It just reminds me of school when someone wanted to beat me up or whatever. It's just a whole thing. And this is how I have to make my money. I don't have a better way to make my money. I'd rather just sit here and make people laugh somehow. But yeah. C. Toretto is a literal monster and always gives me motivation anytime I watch his videos. And I just really wish I could be better at drifting. And I wish I could kick more butt like him. He's just so good. He's just so good. Like a lot of it comes down to the tuning and stuff. And I don't know how many like practice runs and stuff he does, but I mean, he's just so good. He's insane. Uh, I don't know. I probably, like I said, I switched cars so many times today, and it just didn't go very well. Um, I don't know, man. I really want to buy this new PC, but then I also found out you can't one-shot people in the face in Warzone anymore with the sniper rifle, and that makes me kind of sad because that was like a big thing I wanted to do, and now I'm kind of just like, I almost don't care because then all I just play is Apex at 400 FPS or whatever. Like, I don't know what to think or what to feel. I just know that my job absolutely sucks. I'm working so hard for the money. I'm having to put up with the most insane, like, social, I don't know, structured thing or whatever. Social hierarchy you can imagine, with just egotistical alpha males that all want to be, the biggest dick. And, you know, I don't have a huge dick and I don't really care. And it's not like a show off thing for me. I don't care. I'm not like that guy. But they all want to be. And again, if I want to work there, I want to get this money. Like I can't show weakness. Like I just you do what you have to do. Like it's being a guy kind of sucks. I don't know. Sometimes it kind of sucks. It's like testosterone and the way we drive things and just everything. It's all just a thing. But I'd kind of like to reward myself somehow. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to get this PC. Again, it just makes so much sense to me to buy this stupid PC because it's like, in parts, it's like 15, $1,600 to buy new. And then I think it's a 360 hertz, $500 Alienware monitor. So, and that doesn't include everything else. And I could probably get it for 800 bucks. So I think I'm gonna buy it. I want to buy it. I'm considering it. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to see what happens with this fight tomorrow, or if that's gonna happen. I think he just wants to run his mouth and think like, make everyone think he's the big guy. But I don't need to talk. I don't need to run my mouth. At least not, I mean, not in person. But you know, it is what it is. I'm tired. I'm gonna try and work on the Project Zombie video. I'm gonna see how the audio comes out on things. This is gonna take yesterday's video took forever to upload. This like I'm probably gonna spend all day working on these things, but that's fine. The video might not even come out until the AM or something, depending on how it goes or whatever. But I think the two games that I'll maybe kind of focus on if I do gaming related content, which maybe I can try and do once a week. I would do more, I think, if I thought it was really good content, but I'm kind of just like dipping my toes in it and like practicing or working on things. Um, but yeah, I guess the two games that I'll kind of play would be like Project Zomboid and Noida, because both of those games are so like chaotic and hectic, and I'm still so like new to that I'm not gonna survive very long in, so it can just be short form somewhat and potentially entertaining. Yeah, we'll just see how that goes today. I'll make my first attempt at that. And like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. Uh, my back still hurts like a lot. It's kind of on fire. My neck hurts too, but that's more just because after like an hour on the driving rig, there's something I don't know broken in my neck or back or whatever. After a couple hours, it just hurts so bad I can barely move, things. Right now it's fine, but yeah. See you guys. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow to see if maybe I won and or lost the fight.